What is up, guys? We have Filthy Frank here.
Filthy Frank, motherfucker!
YugiNoNo!
We're gonna make an attempt. And by make an attempt, I pray to Lord and Jesus that we can get this actually competent.
No, say no more, dude. I'm here. I'm here. It's fine. I'm here.
I don't pray to you.
Oh, why the fuck not? That's offensive. You don't believe in me?
I'm sorry.
So I understand believing something that you can't see with your own eyes, but can you not see me? Am I invisible? Because I can sure as hell see my own reflection. I pray to myself all the time.
It doesn't matter because we're both messiahs.
What? Oh, we both predicted that. Norden! Oh, baby! Baby, a double!
The only difference between the two of us is I'm 400 pounds and you're not.
About half that. I'm the half man.
Dude, I'm like two of you.
Yeah, like literally, yeah.
Okay, so to get the video on topic to where we want to be today. Oh God, fucking Lord help us. Oh, we're gonna be discussing the ban list for the next few months, June, July, and August. And YugiNoNo is going to take this entire video to tell me that magicians are a good deck, or pendulums.
No, well, I've backed off my magician hype a little bit, but I will say, just in general, I'm gonna start this off. I'm gonna kick this off by saying, no other mechanic or no other deck in history in general has used the side deck better than Pendulums. Ever. Like, you don't need your normal summons. You can play Side Blocker. You can play Dinko. You can play Kaiku. You can play... I mean, name your badass level 4 monster that you can Xyz with that can shut off your opponent. Pendulums can play it.
Damn, he said level 4. He already knew his choices were fucked up.
Dude, it's so true though. You know it. Like no other mechanic. Like besides Necroz back in the day. Necroz was another deck that didn't need their normal summon besides for Manju and Sinju. So they would just, they cited, Dinko and Sideblocker because they special summon, they ritual summon. So like that is why Pendulums have a really good shot because they can side deck the best. And not only can they side deck the best, but everything inherently floats. I feel like I've said this before. Have I said this before? Because I think I fucking have. So, like, everything inherently floats in Pendulums as long as you have scales, because everything goes to your extra deck. So that, like, everything inherently floats. It comes back out and never truly dies unless it's, like, Warning, Strike, Sent to the Grave, or otherwise, it's got to be put to the graveyard or banished or something like that. So... bottom line, everything floats, and you just gain so much advantage in Pendulums. So much. It's stupid. You gain so much inherent advantage in Pendulums without even have to go through that much shenanigans. Shenanigans make, Pendulums better, but, it's so good.
I have some bad news for you, though. July 21st called. It said that your deck is dead.
July 21st, you mean June? July 20, was that last year's ban list?
No, July 21st called and said whatever hope of pendulums you have left is dead when Link format comes out.
Oh, yeah. Well, honestly, though, I would argue against that, because thinking about it, I mean, being able to Pendulum summon from your hand and then those stack in your extra deck, then you open up zones for your Pendulum monsters to be Pendulum summoned back out. I mean, what's so bad about that?
Every other deck.
Every other deck, right, but Pendulums are under the radar, dude. No one's topping with Pendulums right now. I mean, you might get lucky and top with...
do you know why they're not topping right now, right? Because Nord lets you draw 5 cards.
They're off the radar. They are off the radar. They're gone. They're off the radar, okay? They're off the radar. And magicians are getting more support, okay, before Nats. I think we're going to see, like, the highest representation of Pendulums than we've seen since Pepe.
I wish I had...
or Metal Pose.
So... as I told you before we started this video, I'm going to reference this every time you say magicians are a good deck, but Pendulum Call just got ghost dashed. What do you do?
No, Pendulum Call's bad. Like, I mean, Pendulum Call's good in, like, Odd Eyes builds and higher level builds, but honestly, I think Performapal or some sort of Performapal Magician Metal Foe hybrid or something, or Performapal Magician hybrid is going to be, and, like, rise up to be the optimal build, because Pendulum Call is bad because you can't pop your own stuff and stack your extra deck, and if you can't stack your extra deck, you can't pin 5.
I'm still incredibly worried about the deck, though, because fucking Anti-Spell's still a fucking card.
Yeah, but Side Blocker's a card. And if your broke ass can't do Side Blocker, I'm sure you got Breaker the Magical Warrior laying around and pops Anti-Spell.
Bro, it seems like it's so dependent on going first, though. Like, what's your turn 2 play? Like, after your opponent's established?
So if you're so an established anti-spell fragrance game one, if your opponent's maining it, is what you're saying.
No, I'm saying like in general though. Like, how are you playing going second?
Playing going second, I mean, you have to play conservatively, and 3 Twin Twisters does help, but the only problem
that gives you 4 resources.
Right, D barrier is bad.
D barrier is one hell of a card you have to deal with.
Yeah, D barrier is the kink in my argument here. It really is because. But your opponent does have to draw, but if they draw it, you're pretty screwed. You're screwed out for a turn, and a turn means everything these days because games are over by turn 2, turn 3.
Strike is also a card. I guarantee you some people are going to be on that.
See, that's where Twisters comes in. So Strike and Warning are cards, but Twisters is also a card, and MST is also a card, and Eccentric's also a card. I can't tell you how many times I've activated Eccentric and popped like a Strike. You know that like their one set card was a Strike, and then Pit 5 would just go off. It's just, I mean, Eccentric is a great card. It's arguably the best Pendulum monster ever made, up there with Monkey Board and Joker. I mean, think about it.
Going into WCQ season though for Magicians, I mean, how's your True Draco matchup? I mean, Masterpiece is a bitch.
Okay, Masterpiece is a bitch. It's Kaiju or bust.
Kaiju or bust.
It's Kaiju or bust.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Jesus over here fucking praying. He's like, fucking Lord Jesus, give me a fucking Kaiju.
Okay, what deck right now isn't Kaiju or bust against Masterpiece?
Any
right?
deck?
Kaiju or bust, dude. It's always Kaiju or bust.
I feel like any deck that's already playing Masterpiece, because Masterpiece versus Masterpiece is still pretty fair.
It's yeah. You can also. I mean, I guess you could play some sort of Masterpiece Pendulum build if you could make it work.
Okay, you Pendulum Masterpiece. You just like, oh wait, it doesn't get my.
No.
I know.
But yeah, if you made some sort of hybrid, what I'm saying is like don't underestimate Pendulums because it is inherently just on its own without any gimmicks it's the most optimal spammy it's the best mechanic. It's the most powerful mechanic on its own.
Till July 21st.
Till July 21st. But even then, like I was saying, dude, your Pendulum monsters for Link Summon still go to the extra deck. You open up zones, you Pendulum Summon out. Like, it's going to be a thing.
Okay, so YugiNoNo's got the biggest fucking hard-on for Pendulums.
And I don't even like Pendulums that much. And if you compare Pendulums to, like, my real favorite decks, which are, like, Monarchs and Heroes and, Cyber Dragons, of course, like, I mean, on my list, and Necros, like, Pendulums are actually way lower on my list than those decks. I liked playing that deck. I won a lot with Pendulums back in the day. When I was, really competitive and, actually really, really kept up with the meta and kept up with what everybody was playing, I played Pendulums, and I won a lot with that deck. And then when it was Magicians, then I played Pepe, and then when Pepe got that fucking ban hammer, I switched to Monarchs, and then I started kicking ass with Monarchs. But, then when Monarchs got hit, that's when I started to be like, well, there's nothing I really want to play, and that's when, yeah. But, yeah, I lost interest in the game for a little bit.
Alright, well, let's get back on topic here. So, Pendulums are your big call, like, the silent sleeper for the WCQ.
Yes, absolutely.
Before...
And I think, I don't think it's going to be, so unexpected, because, that set drops right before the WCQ.
Well, I mean, to be fair, when you fucking give an archetype fucking 9 cards back, like, whether or not you're counting Pendulum Call or not, like, when you give them back 9 fucking cards in some way, shape, or form, like, they've got to do something. I mean, the only thing they could have done was move Monkey Board back, and could have had the whole fucking shebang.
Yeah. The Monkey Board back would have been way too strong. Like, it would have been nuts. But, Pendulum Call, I don't really count, but, Joker is a big deal. It's level 4, 1800 attack, and it searches the deck. 3 Stratos, plus Duelist Alliance is a good card. It searches out your Sorcerer. It's Sorcerer, pop 2, search 2. Sorcerer, pop 2, search 2. One of them is Joker, normal summon Joker, +1. Search that. It just goes and goes and goes and goes. Plus, you have Turtle and the Turtle Lizard Draw combo. And with Bababoon, which I've been testing, it lets you really go through your deck really fast and see all your outs.
Also with Bababoon, you get access to Zoo.
Yeah, you can play some sort of Zoo, Pendulum hybrid. Like, I'm not saying that my deck that I'm about to be showing is the absolute best deck, because I'm still jacking around all these different things. You know, I'm about to do I'm jerking them off. But like I'm doing, I'm not saying it's going to be like the most optimal deck because I'm testing all these different things, but I am going to be doing a Performance Power deck profile. It started off as a Magician deck profile because I was really stoked for Magicians because I liked playing that deck back in the day. But as I tested more and more and more and more, the combos ended up like leaning more towards Performance Pals, and I started taking out more and more Magicians, putting in more Pals, you know, and then putting in Persona Dragon, which is really good, that negate, you know, and then Baba Boon, you know, see your outs and stuff, like go through your deck. It's just kind of like evolved over the course of the past few days since the list was announced, you know. And I haven't even been like, you know, pounding the pavement testing it. I've just been testing it like a couple of times a day, every other day. And I mean, it's not like I'm just sitting here dedicating all my time to making the perfect Pendulum deck, because I'm not, you know. But
you sure you're not?
Dude, I know that right now. Basically, it's all in theory in my head. Okay, it's all in my head right now. It's all in theory. It's all theorio, right? And I need to make it come into fruition. That's what it is.
I've never met someone as passionate for a pile of shit deck as you.
Oh, fuck around, dude. You liked Monarchs. You liked those brick Monarchs as much as I did. You know it. That
dude,
deck was fucking trash.
Dude, just because you could bluff your opponent in the mirror match and play off your incredibly terrible hand because your opponent was too overly cautious, that was a good format.
Yeah, that was a really good format.
I'm on my zoo train at the moment. Being able to stack cards and do things, it's a cool mechanic.
I've had my say. All right, now let's hear your Zoo-spiracies, okay? Zoo's good.
Insert X-Files music, but WCQ triangle format. All right, you got little pure Draco up here at the top that gets to be a real boy for once. The hybrid's probably gonna win the WCQ. All right, so triangle format. As I said,
pussy format.
Yeah, little pussy format. Me and YugiNoNo know all about this. So True Draco Turbo gets to be a real boy. You agree?
Yep.
The hybrid will probably win the WCQ, the Zoo little thing, and then of course Pure Zoo.
It's the strongest and has the most options.
But outside, like the three decks, granted, people are still gonna think Rat Pier is a good card. You know, outside of the three, though, you'll have dinosaurs and some sort of magician thing, but I still think 3 Throwblade, 3 Ram, 3 Whiptail.
Yep.
How do you beat that? I mean, I've seen what dinosaurs can do, but can dinosaurs do that consistency for 11 rounds?
No, I don't think they can do it consistently for 11 rounds, no.
And that's one of the things I'm worried about with Pendulums. Granted, like, you guys have 3 Skullcrobat Jokers, but, I mean, how consistently can you win dice rolls and do what you need to do?
Well, going second, I mean, you could be edgy and play Spear Mode or something if the Kaijus aren't doing it. If I could, you know, but Spear Mode, you know, takes away your normal summon, but you don't really need your normal summon. I mean,
it helps you Skullcrobat.
Yeah, Joker's great, but you don't really necessarily need it with Sorcerer. You know, for example, you know.
To back up my claim though with Zoo, I mean, let's talk about the OCG here. Like, look how resilient the deck has been.
Yeah.
And someone topped the YCS recently playing the OCG build, and God fucking knows I don't want to see fucking Horn of Heaven in the main deck. No one wants to fucking see that shit.
That's bad. or I mean.
But I mean. Stun decks have proven time and time again that they can be relevant in some way, shape, or form. And
barrier statute, yeah. Barrier statutes are a deck.
Card of Demise is still fucking retardedly at 3.
Yeah. Fossil Dyna's a card. Jowgen's a card, and Jowgen's really good for that deck going second because of Jowgen's.
But YugiNoNo, you can be a fucking scrub lord and pendulum summon Fossil Dyna in your deck.
I mean, Metal Foes, remember when Metal Foes were playing Jowgen? Like, it wasn't a bad idea. Like,
so I think that Metal Foes are going to be a sleeper deck for the WCQ. I know.
I agree.
You've been on like this magician train, like fucking sucking Irish magician's cock.
No. I'm on a pendulum train in general.
Oh, I don't know. There's. My friend's been talking to me about Malfoy. I probably shouldn't even bring this up, but like the things that you can do
with Balbaboon, Cleafort, Engine, Metal Foes.
I don't know like how relevant Infinity's gonna be though in the current format though, because True Draco Turbo's just gonna stare at you and go, "Here we go."
Well, Infinity's in the gate, and Monolith is a 2400, so it's not. You know what I mean? It's not like.
I love your scrub player mentality, Yu-Gi-Oh! Jesus.
No, I'm just analyzing the cards, bro.
Bro, I'm fucking with you. Calm down.
But yeah, like I'm just saying, going first, Klee Engine. Going first, let's say Infinity, Alkahist, and for whatever reason, let's just say you're playing Gofu and you got Void Ogre on the board too. It's pretty good.
Void Ogre in 2017. You are a brave soul.
Dude, Void Ogre is still a good card. It's fucking Shien, man. It's a bigger Shien.
I would assume you'd be playing one Whiptail. That way you can get your Dragoons of Dragonia and
well,
trash that.
I'm thinking. When I'm thinking the Metal Foes, I haven't kept up with Metal Foes how they've incorporated Zoo necessarily. I'm sure they've incorporated Zoo like the same way.
One Zoo card gets you a Scale, Dryden, and Hammerdick.
Yep. It's really...
I mean, excuse me, Harambe.
Harambe, rest in peace.